War games aren't just about firefights and strategies, they're about the adrenaline of survival, the thrill of battle, and the stories that emerge from the chaos. From commanding a relentless tank to coordinating squad tactics, these games bring war to life in the best ways possible. So let's not waste another second and dive in. Modern Warfare 2 didn't just redefine the first-person shooter genre, it revolutionized it. With its intense campaign and iconic missions like No Russians and Loose Ends, it delivers a roller coaster of emotions. Multiplayer was a groundbreaking experience with game modes like Search and Destroy and maps like Rust, which became an arena for some of gaming's most intense rivalries. This game sets the gold standard for cinematic storytelling. Hideo Kojima's masterpiece isn't just a game, it's an immersive experience that redefined stealth action gameplay. The Phantom Pain combines tactical freedom, a vast open world, and deep emotional storytelling. You can approach missions with meticulous stealth or go in guns blazing, but each choice has consequences. The game's standout mechanics, like the Fulton recovery system, yes, you can airlift enemies, vehicles, and even sheep, keep it quirky yet tactical. The bond with your canine companion, D-Dog, adds a surprisingly emotional layer, and the story explores the relentless consequences of war and vengeance. If you crave strategic brilliance, XCOM 2 delivers heart-pounding tactical gameplay. Set in a world where aliens have taken over, you lead the resistance to reclaim Earth. Customizing your squad from armor to personalities makes every soldier feel personal, and losing one is a gut punch. Procedurally generated maps and dynamic missions ensure no two campaigns are alike, keeping the experience fresh. Its War of the Chosen expansion enhances the tension, introducing deadly new enemies and allies. Even managing your base and resources involves tough decisions, as the alien threat constantly escalates. With its unpredictable combat and unforgettable moments, every victory feels hard-earned, and every loss stings deeply. Battlefield 1 brings the harrowing chaos of World War I to life with stunning visuals and gripping gameplay. The single-player campaign, told through episodic war stories, highlights the personal struggles of soldiers across the globe, offering a heartfelt look at the human cost of war. Multiplayer is the game's crown jewel, featuring large-scale battles with 64 players, dynamic weather, and massive vehicles like zeppelins and tanks. Whether charging on horseback or piloting a biplane, every moment feels cinematic. It's more than just a shooter, it's a tribute to a turbulent era, balancing historical authenticity with engaging gameplay. Set against the shadowy backdrop of the Cold War, Black Ops weaves espionage and action into a tightly packed experience. The campaign is a roller coaster of twists, conspiracies, and adrenaline-pumping missions. The variety of mission settings from Vietnam jungles to Soviet facilities adds depth, while its focus on psychological intrigue keeps you hooked until the very end. This tactical RPG blends a striking hand-drawn art style with strategic warfare, creating a game that feels as beautiful as it is intense. Set during a World War II-inspired conflict, Valkyria Chronicles 4 follows Squad E as they battle against overwhelming odds. Alongside its gripping narrative, the game's charming characters and emotionally charged moments make it unforgettable. As battles progress, soldiers grow and develop, deepening your connection to their fates. The layers of storytelling and gameplay mechanics set this game apart as a genre gem. If you're enjoying this video so far, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. Thank you. If you've ever dreamed of rewriting history, Hearts of Iron 4 is your battlefield. This grand strategy game places you in control of a nation during World War II, offering unparalleled depth in diplomacy, military strategy, and resource management. Whether you're plotting an allied invasion or creating an alternate timeline where your country dominates, the game is a sandbox for creativity. It also allows modding enthusiasts to craft their own scenarios, leading to limitless possibilities. Complex yet rewarding, it's a game where careful planning and decisive action determine the fate of the world, offering a level of depth few games can rival. Step into the armor of a Space Marine and experience the grim darkness of the far future. Space Marine 2 is a symphony of chaos, with hordes of Tyranids swarming as you wield massive weapons and devastating melee attacks. The game captures the scale and brutality of Warhammer's universe, delivering visceral combat and stunning visuals. Its co-op gameplay lets you team up with friends to face overwhelming odds, and the lore-driven campaign ensures fans of the franchise feel right at home. This sequel builds on its predecessor, refining mechanics while staying true to the series' roots. Take to the high seas with World of Warships, where strategy meets explosive naval combat. Command legendary vessels, from nimble destroyers to colossal battleships, and outmaneuver opponents in tense multiplayer battles. The game rewards tactical thinking, whether you're flanking enemies or launching perfectly timed torpedo strikes. Its gorgeous visuals and attention to historical accuracy make it a must-play for naval enthusiasts. Regular updates and community events keep the game fresh, making it as much about strategy as it is spectacle. Valiant Hearts is a poignant journey through World War I, told through the intertwined stories of 4 characters and their loyal canine companion. Its hand-drawn visuals and emotional narrative highlight the human cost of war, balancing puzzle-solving gameplay with heartfelt storytelling. Inspired by real letters from soldiers, it's a heartfelt tribute to those who endured the horrors of war. The mix of history, emotion, and artistry makes it a standout title, offering a rare look at war from a deeply personal perspective. Battlefield V reinvents World War II with dynamic maps, intense multiplayer modes, and visually stunning environments. Its War Stories campaign explores untold tales from the front lines, offering a fresh perspective on the conflict. The multiplayer chaos is unmatched, with destructible environments, epic firefights, and large-scale battles that keep players on edge. Its focus on squad-based play emphasizes teamwork, rewarding players who coordinate effectively. Whether diving into aerial dogfights or storming the beaches, this game captures the thrill of combat like no other, with consistent updates that have kept the community engaged. Bringing the intensity of World War II to the Mediterranean, Company of Heroes 3 expands on its predecessors with innovative mechanics and unparalleled tactical depth. Its dynamic campaign map gives you the power to dictate the war's direction, allowing for multiple outcomes based on your decisions. The game introduces verticality and level design, letting you outmaneuver enemies and gain the upper hand. Realistic, destructible environments amplify the tension, as every structure or cover can be blown to pieces. Whether commanding units in skirmishes or making high-stakes choices on the campaign map, Company of Heroes 3 masterfully blends strategy, action, and storytelling into a must-play RTS. Beneath its third-person shooter gameplay lies a harrowing narrative that challenges everything you know about heroism in war. Set in a sandstorm-devastated Dubai, Spec Ops: The Line doesn't shy away from the psychological toll of combat. As Captain Martin Walker, you lead your squad into morally ambiguous situations that spiral into devastating consequences. The game's visual and auditory design creates a haunting atmosphere, and its story evolves based on the player's actions, forcing you to confront the true cost of war. It's a game that lingers in your mind long after the credits roll, making it a rare gem in the shooter genre. Hell Let Loose isn't your average shooter. It's a symphony of realism and teamwork set against the backdrop of World War II. Featuring sprawling 50v50 battles, the game requires players to think like a unit, where communication and coordination often mean the difference between victory and defeat. Its attention to detail is unmatched, from historically accurate weapons to meticulously crafted battlefields that recreate iconic locations. Roles like commander, medic, and tank operator ensure every player contributes uniquely to the mission. With brutal combat and an emphasis on tactical realism, Hell Let Loose captures the chaos and camaraderie of war like few other games can. From dogfights in the skies to naval skirmishes and tank battles, War Thunder is a celebration of vehicular warfare. Covering multiple eras, including World War II and the Cold War, it offers an impressive array of historically accurate vehicles for players to master. The game shines in its realistic physics and damage mechanics, making every engagement feel authentic. Players can specialize in air, land, or sea battles, creating endless opportunities for strategic play. Its free-to-play model ensures accessibility, while frequent updates and events keep the experience fresh for both casual gamers and hardcore enthusiasts. World of Tanks places you in control of some of history's most iconic armored vehicles, from nimble light tanks to heavily armored behemoths. It's not just about blowing things up, though you'll do plenty of that. It's a game of tactical positioning and precision. Teamwork is essential as players strategize on massive maps with varying terrains. The game's upgrade system and extensive tank roster ensure there's always a new challenge around the corner. Whether you're a casual player or a history buff, World of Tanks delivers an exhilarating tank warfare experience. While opinions on Call of Duty Vanguard may vary, there's no denying its ambition in revisiting World War II. The campaign spans 4 key theaters, offering a cinematic look at diverse characters and battles. Multiplayer and zombies modes are action-packed, featuring frenetic gameplay and a robust progression system. Visually, the game impresses with detailed environments and atmospheric sound design. It may not reinvent the franchise, but Vanguard provides solid entertainment for fans of high-octane FPS action. And these are the games that every Battlefield lover will enjoy. Let me know which one's your favorite. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.